All right guys, so I want to do a quick update on this Ecovac A3000 GOAT Lidar Pro. So I've had this now for about 2 months, been running this during the summer, and as you guys know, this is a pretty expensive investment for one of these robot lawnmowers. Thought it'd be worth it to do a follow-up to let you know what I think about the Ecovacs GOAT A3000. So this is a robot lawnmower. But one of the big key features on this, it has true edge trimmer technology. So what you're seeing on the side here is a string trimmer attachment, which to my knowledge is the only robot lawnmower that has this feature. And this is really nice because it helps so you don't have to do any string trimming around your property. Now, as you guys can see, this setup's a little bit different. It doesn't have a traditional lawnmower blade. It has two of these discs, and then these are gonna be the blades on the end. These are pretty sharp, like razor blades. And then what's cool is Ecovac also provides a GOAT trimmer kit. I got a couple of these, and inside here, you're gonna get blade kit. So when you wanna replace your blades, it comes with the screws and everything. Also comes with some extra string for the string trimmer. And then along with that, you're gonna also get some brushes. And those are these brushes right here. So you'll be able to replace those also with this kit. Now, when it's time to change the string trimmer or the blades, Ecovac made it really easy. Just go into the robot settings in the app, hit maintenance, and then that's gonna tell you the condition of your blades. It says estimated time, 75 hours left on them. The trimmer line is good. Count is 325, and then the trimmer brush is estimated remaining time 58 days. So you can just reference your app when you need to change out any one of those parts. Another key feature is right on the top, it has this Heloscope 360. This is a dual LiDAR navigation system. So there is no installation of an RTK antenna for this. The only thing you have to install is the dock, which you guys can see right there. So installation was really simple and easy and quick. Now the A3000 is good for up to 3/4 of an acre, and it also fast charges at 189 watts. Now to set up the docking system, really simple. They do provide you with some stakes. So I got this staked into the grass, and it's partially on a cement block there. You want to make sure that this is within your Wi-Fi range, and then also somewhere this can be plugged into an outlet. Another thing I like about the Ecovacs GOAT A3000, there's hardly any noise that comes off of this. Right now the blades are turning, it's cutting, motors are winding, but you really don't hear anything. It's super quiet. So really surprised on how quiet it is. Now when the string trimmer does turn on, you will notice also that it does get a little bit louder with that string trimmer. I'll go ahead and show you that later in the video. Now of course this is all through the Ecovacs app to be able to set this up, and it kind of does the steps for you. I'm not going to go through that. I went through that in my previous video, but I just kind of want to give you an overlook of the app. So right here is my perimeter and everything that it's cutting. And as you guys can see, it actually shows right there the lawnmower. It says down here how much percentage has been cut. And then my total square foot for the backyard is 1,771. Now when we slide this over, you can go into the scheduling and you can create a schedule. So you don't have to start or stop this manually. You can create a daily schedule. You can have this cut your lawn multiple times during the week and all at different times. Now for my total log, as you guys can see, that this has been used 13 times. So the work cycles, duration's been 5 hours, 17 minutes. And then the total area has been 16,527 over those 13 cycles. And that's because I've been using it for the last couple months. Now, if we go into the mower settings, there's tons of different settings that you can work with here. You can change the mowing direction, which I have turned on here. So every time it mows, it's gonna change the direction. Mowing speed, you can turn that up or down. And then you also have the mowing height, and that's gonna range from 1.2 inches all the way up to 3.5 inches. Some of the other options it has is the narrow path adapt. So as you guys can see, if you have a narrow area, to make it more efficient, if you turn this on, it's gonna choose the most efficient path. Now as you guys can see, I got a little narrow area back here. Before I turned on that AI smart technology to be able to choose the path, it would actually come around the corner here, and then it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which I didn't feel was very efficient. But once I went in the settings and went ahead and turned on that narrow path adapt, it started doing it to where it goes the long way, back and forth like it's doing right now, which seems to be a lot more efficient. Now, one thing I did want to note, obviously this robot lawnmower does not have a bag on it. So it's going to be mulching the grass, and it does have 2 blades underneath it. But as you guys can see, if your grass is a little long and you cut it too short, you are going to get some grass clippings. So what I usually do is I usually cut it twice a week, but I leave the blades at a higher setting. And that's a good way to be able to avoid these clippings just sitting on the top of the grass. Another cool feature with the robot is maybe if you're not home and you want to see what's going on, you can actually view the front camera, which is pretty cool. And then right there on the front of the goat is the camera and the sensors for the obstacle avoidance. Now, just to give you guys an idea of the obstacle avoidance, I went ahead and put a ball there. As you guys can see, it stopped. It's going around it, and it's continuing to cut. So like I said, if you guys got anything in your lawn, it's going to detect that with its obstacle avoidance, and it's going to go around it. One of the areas in my lawn is that right there. I didn't have to program that into the map. It detected that through obstacle avoidance, and it knows to not go where those benches are. All right, guys, so just went into string trimmer mode. And I don't know if you guys can hear how much louder that is, but definitely louder than the robot lawnmower itself. But you guys can see it's got really close to the edge here. And that's a great feature with this robot lawnmower, is the fact that it string trims the perimeter of your lawn. So it's getting real close to that fence there. Now it doesn't miss that little extra spot there, but that's just because of how I mapped it. And as you guys can see, it's getting really close to the edge there, which is really nice. Now, if you do get too close to it while it's string trimming, it's going to shut off, and that's what just happened there. You got to keep 1.5 meters from the lawnmower, or else the string trimmer is going to turn off, which is another safety feature. So you guys can see it got really close to this gutter downspout. Now, one thing, when we get to these corners, it's hard for the Ecovac to get right up into the corner. So you will get a little area in the corner there that's not going to be trimmed. But most of these straight areas, it's going to allow you to get right to the edge of your property. The string trimmer on the side of this Ecovac is just a game changer in my opinion. You still do have to come out here and do a little bit of string trimming, but not nearly as much as you would have to do with a robot lawnmower that doesn't have a string trimmer attachment. So just another example, it's not able to get right up into that corner. So like I said, you will have to do some string trimming. Not perfect, but definitely a lot better than not having a stringer attachment at all. Overall, I think it did a great job on the lawn. And also with the string trimming. Got really close to the fence. As you guys can see, on the other side, this guy doesn't string trim his grass. He just uses the lawnmower. So that would be what it would look like on this side. Like I said earlier, you will have to maybe string trim these corners because these are a little bit too tight for the goat to get into. But overall, I think this is a great robot lawnmower. The string trimmer attachment is just a game changer. And then once it's all done mowing the lawn and string trimming it, it's just gonna head right back to its charging station all by itself to start charging. All right, so as you guys can see, mowing has been complete. It's back at the charging station, and right now it's at 79%. So only took about 20% of the battery to do my total lawn. So if you wanted to use this for bigger lawns, definitely would be more than capable. Now, if the battery did go dead before it finished, it would just go back to the charging station, charge up through its fast charging, and then would go back out and finish mowing the grass. All right, guys, so there you go. My 2-month update on the Ecovacs GOAT A3000 Lidar Pro. Now, do I think this will be a good pickup for you? Well, it depends on your lifestyle and what you're looking for. For this, it was great. I got this for my mother to do her backyard. As you guys can see, her backyard is pretty big, and she's a little bit older now, and it's hard on her legs to push a lawnmower around. So the lawnmower now just sits in the garage while the Ecovacs A3000 does all the hard work for her. If you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of time on their hands, this could be another option for you. You work long hours, pretty busy person. You could use this to cut your lawn. In my opinion, this is a great purchase for what you're getting. You're getting the lawnmower, you're getting the string trimmer, really easy to set up. Maintenance is very easy with it. And if you got a smaller lawn, probably don't have to go with the A3000. You can go with one of the smaller models. If you got a bigger lawn, like up to a 3/4 acre, then the A3000 is gonna be the one you're gonna wanna get. Hopefully this video helped you decide whether the Ecovacs A3000 Lidar Pro is a good fit for you. If this is something you're interested in, I'll make sure I put Amazon affiliate links in the description box below. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you found some value in the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Till the next one, guys, I will talk to you later.